Hello, everyone. My name is Bianca Lahara. I am going to be interviewing Anthony Rosado, who is a 35-year-old Latino male born in Puerto Rico. He is a father of six, engaged to be married for the second time. He was divorced in 2010 from the mother of his four oldest children. Anthony has three siblings. In 1987, when he was 6 years old, he witnessed his father die. His father's hobby was flying helicopters. His father frequently took him and his older brother to watch him and observe him fly his helicopter. The day his father passed away, he had taken him and his sibling to watch him. While watching their father, the helicopter ran out of fuel and he crashed, causing the helicopter to flip and the father falling in the cement, which resulted in his death. He and his brother were eyewitnesses to this accident. Recently, his sister took a trip to Puerto Rico and he became aware that his father's tombstone had been removed, making it very difficult to locate their father's tomb. Anthony has been dealing with anger. He has been feeling an intense sadness and emptiness. He has a bitterness of anger that he is portraying to his family on a daily basis. For years, he has been grieving his father's death. And when he felt improvement or relief, that feeling went away. So now he is always anxious and full of anger, and it's causing him to feel how he did when he lost his father. I will be asking open-ended questions, motivational model, collaborative model, as well as engagement. So in order to get started, hello. Thank you for coming, Anthony. Good, and you?
Good.
So to start off, I just want to go over the confidentiality statement. Everything you say to me will be kept in this room, and it will remain between me and you. And of course, I will be taking notes. If I feel at any moment that there is a concern for your safety or the safety of others, I will have to report it to my supervisor. And there is weekly supervision that I have to do with my supervisor. So there will be certain things that I will discuss that will help us in our sessions moving forward. If you have any concern, please let me know. Okay. So I want to start off with how can I help you, as well as how has your day been? I know that we talked and you told me certain things that have been going on. So in what ways are you feeling differently now as compared to the past?
I'm a lot older now, so I know and comprehend a lot more than when I was younger. And never really had a close relationship with my father's side of the family. But my day it could be a little bit better for the most part.
In what ways?
There's a lot I have to say, a lot I want to say towards my father's side of the family that I never got a chance to say. I don't think I'll be very polite in any way possible if I do speak with him. I guess that's why we've never really kept in contact or anything like that.
So what would you like people or your father's family to know in terms of how you're feeling right now at this moment?
I just feel disrespected. I feel that we do not matter. We, meaning me and my brothers and sister, we don't matter to them in their eyes. Never had a Christmas card, a birthday card. You know, I probably seen my grandmother maybe 4 times, and I'm 35 years old. So the only family I do know is my mom's side of the family, and my stepdad now, who's in the picture with us now. I'll just let them know how I feel. Let them know that they're a big disappointment to me in every way possible.
So I remember we discussed your sister not finding the tombstone.
Correct, yeah. She went on vacation. She called me from the cemetery and informed me pretty much that she couldn't find a tombstone. She wasn't sure where the tomb was located because she couldn't find a tombstone. So I explained to her where it was. I actually had pictures of what the tombstone looked like, and I sent them to her. She was right where the tombstone, well, where the tomb is, and the tombstone wasn't even there. Apparently, they took. It's like a family plot. It's like a family plot tomb, and there's family members buried in there, but from my dad's side of the family, and he was buried in there, but his plaque wasn't on there. His tomb headstone wasn't there. Everybody else's was there, but his. And before they left the cemetery, my sister was actually crying on the phone. I'm trying to calm her down. They found the tombstone. They found the headstone, which was maybe 3 or 4 tombs over on the floor. It just looks like it was taken off and tossed to the side, because the way it landed on the floor just a couple tombs over. So I really felt some type of way about that. So did she.
So did you guys let your father's family know?
We tried to call our grandma. There was no response. I did get in contact with an uncle to get the number for my grandma. We still haven't got a response, but we got to tell my uncle, a couple family members, of what happened. Maybe they spoken to her, but she hasn't even bothered calling us till this day. So I guess it doesn't really matter to him. I guess I know who actually tossed it to the side. That's what it makes me seem.
So, Anthony, how does this make you feel in terms of your daily living with your family? Does this affect you in dealing with your family, with your children?
At times, I find myself angry and not thinking of what I'm doing at the moment. I might lash out verbally, or say something I'm not supposed to say towards somebody who's in the room. I do catch myself, but yeah, it's been weighing heavy on me for quite some time. So it does sometimes make me sort of seclude myself from everybody.
Do you think there's anything that can be done to help your family support you throughout this?
It helps when they understand. It helps when it helps me to talk about it more. So it helps when they conversate with me about it, Mommy. And things like that. But yeah, just talking about it, and hopefully they understand that it's. I mean no harm. I mean no harm, no disrespect or anything. It's just I tend to hold a lot inside my emotions, and I'm not really a verbal type of guy.
So do you think including your fiance in prompting you to ask you how things are going, helping you throughout your day, is there anything that can be done to support you with this transition?
I mean, I'm up to doing some type of therapy to speak more on it. My fiance helps me a lot. I speak to her freely. She very good supportively, and she understands a lot. She understands a lot, so it helps.
Okay. So, Anthony, what I'm getting from everything you've been telling me is you lost your father a few years ago, and things have come back to surface, being your sister traveled to Puerto Rico. They couldn't locate your dad's tombstone that was placed on his tomb. And you've had a lot of difficulty with that side of the family. So it's caused a lot of anger to develop, and you're very self-aware of your anger. So you know how to control it or understand it once you become angry with those around you, which is very good. That's the first step in identifying there is something that needs to be worked on, and we can work on it together. And it might be including your family. It might be coming here instead of once a week, twice a week, or doing things that allow you to vent out that anger. Maybe something recreational, extracurricular. So, is there anything you would like from me specifically?
I just want to know how. I just want to be able to deal with it a lot more and not lash out as much as I do. Um, want to be able to get rid of that weight that's on my shoulder and eventually just let it brush off my shoulder and not even think twice about it.
Okay, so that's something we can work on. For our next session, I can plan some goals and some activities that we can focus around to support you. I do want you to always keep in mind, it seems like you have a very strong support system with your fiance, your children, your mother's family, your mother, your stepfather. So I hope those are people that you can continuously turn to and feel supported. You have 6 children and you have someone who supports you. So that's something that's great. That's something for you to look forward to and always accentuate positively in your life. So for next week, would you be okay with meeting at the same time and working around some goals to help you either express yourself more frequently, some breathing techniques, or something that can really help you understand and ground yourself when you are angry?
Yeah, that'd be great.
Or maybe we can do a role play and I can be your grandmother and you can express to me what you would like to express to her, since she's not being very cooperative with contacting you and following up on what you guys would like her to follow up with.
Yeah, we can do that.
Does that
Sounds good.
Okay? So it was a pleasure having you here today.
Thank you.
I hope you enjoyed our first session.
It was good.
Any questions?
No.
Well, thank you for coming.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.